Ed, I want to get to some other calls real quickly. Let me follow up on something you said. You talked about abortion, which we haven't heard anything about in this. Given your beliefs, under what circumstances do you think abortion should be legal? Any? The current circumstances?
No, look, I think abortion is a terrible, terrible taking of human life, and but I do think that we've said repeatedly the point of this debate is not to have people talking about criminalizing conduct and what most of my work. I worked for the church for a couple of years. We worked on how do we make sure that women and men who are in the situations where they're stuck in that, and what can we do to help them. So I think it's again, this is a sort of an important issue, but it's not the center. And what's really repulsive, Charles, is that Congressman Carnahan and his colleagues promised America that when they passed the government takeover of health care, that there would be no tax dollars spent on abortion, because that's common ground. Most people in America think that's common ground no matter what their specific position. And within weeks of the passage of the government health care plan, the takeover, there was tax dollars. Remember Stupak, this congressman was the guy who was supposed to hold the line, and there was tax dollars flowing to Pennsylvania, New Mexico to cover abortions. That's offensive. We know what's better for you out there in America, and we're just going to do what we want, and I think that's part of the problem.
Okay, Ed, but back to my question. Under what circumstances do you think abortion should be legal?
I just said I don't think abortion should be legal.
At all, yeah, including rape and incest.
Right, I think abortion is the taking of a human life. So I think that, again, that's a long-standing and public position, but again, I think the common ground position that's been sort of really been troubling for Americans and for Missourians is we shouldn't spend tax dollars on it, and Congressman Carnahan has purposefully steered millions of dollars to, again, he flies to Africa each year to be feted by the Ethiopians and others for bringing tax dollars for abortion and family planning. This is so out of touch with where Americans are with jobs and what our concerns are. That's the problem.